If you are approaching your 40s or midlife, 40 plus, and you are wondering how these next few years can be the healthiest years yet, or you're wondering if it's even possible for them to be your healthiest years yet, this episode and my upcoming summit is for you. I am so excited to invite you to another summit I am hosting. This is my 6th summit, and I'm really excited for the 32 women that I've brought together with amazing talks, with amazing resources, really designed. This whole thing is designed to help women in their 40s and above have their healthiest years yet. All right. And so if that's you, if you're curious to learn more about what a summit is, how will this summit go, why you should join for free, but also why you should get lifetime access, then you're going to want to tune in. And I will say this from now. Yes, tune in, sign up for the summit. But if you know a friend, someone in your life, another woman who also would just be so blessed by a summit like this that is designed specifically for women 40 and above to really help them have their healthiest years yet, then you better send this episode to them, because this is about getting as many women as possible supported in a real way. So enjoy this episode. Registration for the summit is open now, so make sure you sign up, you join us in the Facebook group from now as we have a pre-summit party and really just be supported all around. So I'm excited to bring this episode to you, excited to bring the summit, and I can't wait to support you. All right, bye. You're listening to the More Than Your Weight podcast, and I am Brianna Wilkerson, your host. You know, over half my life, I really struggled with my relationship with food, my body, and myself. I was constantly finding my worth in my weight, in what I did, in how I looked, and how other people saw me. And healthy living was just about getting that affirmation. But when I started to see that my worth and my health was so much more than my weight, I found breakthrough. Yes, my body got to a weight that it really thrived at, but more so than that, I loved myself. I took care of myself and I cared for my body in the way that it needed. And I am on a mission to help other women do the same. And so through this podcast, my programs, my group, I really am on a mission to help other women find peace with food, feel confident in their bodies again, and develop healthy habits and a lifestyle that's so much more than about their weight. So I'm so excited to journey with you on this podcast, where you'll find solo episodes, guest interviews, and an occasional essential oil episode from time to time. But before you leave, I want you to do a couple things. Make sure you join my Facebook group, More Than Your Weight Women's Community, where you can unpack these episodes, get weekly trainings, monthly challenges, and a lot of support. But also be sure to hit subscribe and rate and review this podcast, because guess what? I want to make sure this podcast pops in your inbox every single week. But then if you are on Instagram, make sure you follow me there, because I show a little bit behind the scenes of my business and my own health journey. So I'm so excited that you're here. Can't wait for you to listen to this new episode. But also, again, just know that you are so much more than your weight. Your health and your worth is so much more than your weight. All right, enjoy the episode, and I hope to talk to you soon. Hey, sweet friends, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Oh, can I just tell you what a gift it is that you, whether this is your first episode or whether you've listened to all the other, I don't even know which one this is, 188, I think. My goodness, I'm just grateful for you. I'm grateful that you're a listener. I'm grateful that you're listening right now. And I'm grateful you're listening to this particular episode. So thank you so much for listening. And I am really excited today. I have been working behind the scenes to get this bad boy, bad girl, whatever you want to say, out into the world. And I'm excited to officially open up registration and invite you to the Your Healthiest Years Yet Summit. So what I want to do today, if you have not heard about a summit before, or you're like, what is this? I want to go through a few things. I want to go through what is a summit, tell you what that is, or what they are, to why I host them so regularly. This is actually my 6th one, and I've been a part of a lot as well. This is my 6th one that I've hosted. And what you can expect from this particular summit, who's it uniquely designed for. Then 4, why you should sign up and attend live so it is free, but attend live and participate during the week of the summit. And then 5, why I actually think it's very important, and some of the amazing bonuses that go along with actually purchasing lifetime access to the summit. So I'll kind of go through those 5 different things for you. And then I'm going to put links, obviously, to both of those, signing up the free summit and purchasing from now. All right. So I'm going to try to make it as succinct as possible because guess what? Baby girl's napping and she's soon going to wake up. So let's get this in here. All right. So what is a summit, right? So you've probably seen the online world has just skyrocketed in the last 10, 15 years and what we can actually do. And it's beautiful. And as, the pandemic hit, I think many people started to see there all the things that you can do and meet people you can meet and experiences that you could have virtually. And what basically an online virtual summit is, it's basically a conference. It's a conference that is held purely online where you get to watch kind of a training, a talk, where you maybe get some resources from that talk, but you also get to interact with the speakers and you also get to meet other people participating. All right. And so every summit is run, I've been a part of many summits, I've ran on many summits, and I've watched many summits. So how they're run is a little bit different. And there's no right or wrong. But how I particularly ran my summits, I really enjoy because it just allows you to just get a lot out of it. So we'll kind of get to that, like what exactly you can expect. So that's basically what it is. I like to say, though, especially as a health and wellness business professionals, it is a virtual wellness party. It is like a week where you can geek out about all things health and wellness. Or you might be like, Brie, I don't geek out about this stuff because I actually feel like I'm going through stuff. Well, it's a space where you can get unique support, specific talks, specific resources, specific aha moments around particular topics that maybe you're facing now currently, or you have faced before, or a loved one has faced before, or you may be going to face soon, right? And so that is why I love summits, and I just think they're one of the most beautiful ways for you to meet some of the amazing health and wellness professionals that I get to work with and interact with and collaborate with on an ongoing basis. And so that's why this is my 6th summit, right? So why do I host them? Because of that. It is a space where you can actually meet people, both, participants as well as speakers who can uniquely support you, who you might resonate with, and who you can learn a lot from, right? And I have just witnessed the transformation that has come after a summit from a lot of the women that I met through the summit that have either worked with some of the other coaches, worked with me. But during the week up, I've heard countless times women say, I just needed this because this talk spoke specifically to who, what I was struggling with, or I didn't realize that this was something that was impacting me. Thank you so much for sharing this. Or, I hosted one with my good friend Anya Perry in January, and, it had been nearly a year of the pandemic, and people were just ready to kind of care for their bodies and minds and understanding the importance of that. And it was just timely. So time and time again, I've heard how timely these summits are for people, how it has brought hope to a lot of the areas that they have struggled with or have known other people to struggle with, has brought a different perspective to some of those areas, and has brought resources and support. And so why wouldn't I host another summit? And it's a lot of work. A lot of people love to see that, you go through it, you participate, you see the background stuff, but it's a lot of work, and I love doing it. And I actually think I'm really good at hosting events in person, but I love that I can do it virtually right now, right, too. So it is an act of labor and love that I bring this, and that all the speakers who are coming and being a part of this, because they've all labored in some way to bring this to you, because they truly believe in their work, and I truly believe in their work, and I truly believe in my work, right? And we want to see every woman, this summit is for women, but every woman and man out there just supported in the way they need in their health, okay? All right, so that's what a summit is. That's why I host them, and what can you expect? So this summit is called the Your Healthiest Years Yet Summit. And this summit is actually designed for women either approaching midlife, so approaching 40 or 40 plus. Because I have noticed, because actually a lot of my clients tend to be around those ages. And it's not like there are a lot of women in this summit that say they help women 40 plus. I don't necessarily say I help women 40 plus, but that's actually who I end up helping and serving. But more than that, I started as I learned more about what they were going through and supported them and have done research and all that to support them in that stage of life and their health and their mindset in that stage of life, I just noted there were common things that were popping up. I also noticed how the mindset of, okay, once I start to hit perimenopause or menopause. Perimenopause is like the beginning of menopause. Menopause is when you don't have a period for 12 months straight consecutively, but you can be in perimenopause for quite a long time. It can start from your mid to late 30s to you're like 50 something. That's a long time. So if you're experiencing all the different effects of that, which is not just about you losing your period or your menstrual cycle, it's so much more. Your hormones are fluctuating, and that causes a lot of symptoms. That we're often trying to treat the symptom versus the root, but often that's what it may call the low energy. That's what might make sleep harder. That's what might make your metabolism slow down a little bit more. That's what might make you very sensitive to stress and your thyroid issues a little bit more intense. And that's what might make all these different things, energy, vitality, metabolic rate, all these different things happen because you're simply entering a certain age. And so why I designed this Your Healthiest Years Yet, because I wanted from the very beginning of this, you see this summit, you hear about this summit, I wanted you to put it in your brain that this season of your life, whether you're in it or you're approaching it, does not have to be the most horrible season of your life. It does not mean that your health is forever gone, and it doesn't mean your vitality or your energy is gone. I actually believe, and you're going to hear from many of the women who are speaking in this summit, that these can be your healthiest years yet. When you're intentional, when you get the support you need. And I have just seen it with my own clients, and I have seen it with the speakers who are talking and their clients in my audience. And so if you are approaching 40 or you're 40 plus, my goodness, this is for you, because I really believe there are things that you're facing or you may face, that when you can learn from this summit, get the speakers, the resources, all of that, you can get the tools you need to have your healthiest years yet. So I want you to say right now, my 40s are my healthiest years yet. Or like my 40 and above years. I don't know, you can word it a little bit better, but I truly believe that the second half of our life, which, that we would probably say 40, I'm going to say most people live to 80, but I truly believe that as you age, you can get healthier. Obviously, there are things in our body that will shift and may not be as easy, but, one of the speakers started running Spartan races after 40. Another speaker, beat brain cancer and has found a new calling. Another speaker has beat breast cancer and is helping other women reduce the risk of it and also manage it. Another speaker has learned how her unique body has what it needs and is teaching other people to do the same. Other ones have figured out the importance of habits and how to really create routines that bring you life. And one of my favorite topics on food and body freedom and simple, sustainable routines and realizing that our worth isn't in our weight. My gosh, can we preach to the choir? That's true. Like all of these speakers, I have handcrafted each topic and asked each speaker to come to speak on something specific, because I truly have, I've seen women in all the 33 talks, the things that they have said that make it hard for them to feel healthy, to be healthy, and I have asked speakers to speak on that. So if you feel like you can't afford to eat or be healthy, there's a talk for you. If you're not quite sure how to create a budget so you prioritize your physical health, there's a talk for you. If you're not sure how you can have more energy 40 plus, there's definitely a talk for you. So I say all this, or if you're wondering how to use essential oils for hormone health, there's a talk for you. I say all this because that's why I really think you should join the summit. And why you should sign up. The fourth thing is that, even if you are not 40 plus yet, or even if you feel like you're actually having really good health in your 40 and above years, you can always learn something new. And that's what I love about summits. I learn so much from the speakers, and it makes me more prepared for when I'm entering that season of life, but also it makes me serve my clients and you guys a lot better, because I'm learning those things. I'm currently learning about even more about, I've been obsessed with this topic, the core and pelvic floor, which is something that I think most of us think through, or maybe most of us didn't know about, is very important when you're pregnant and postpartum. But even as you age, those muscles get a little bit not as elastic and they get a little bit loose. And so you could have problems with urinary continence and pelvic floor dysfunction, all this sort of stuff as you age. I know you're like, literally, Brianna, what are you talking about? So we are having a talk around menopause and Pilates for the help with the pelvic floor. So all of this is so well crafted. It is brought together to really support you for a whole week in really getting the support you need to have your 40s and above be your healthiest years yet. Some of the things that, I've already mentioned quite a bit of the things we'll cover. But some of the other things is like, this is what you're going to walk away with. You're going to walk away learning how to eat nutritiously and plan meals more mindfully for energy, mental health, metabolic health, and more. How to step into your most confident and healthiest self, how to optimize your sleep, minimize stress, and declutter your house and life for more ease, how to find your version of food freedom and stop overgiving, and give yourself grace to figure out what works for you, how to use intermittent fasting to boost your health, metabolism, and really work against type 2 diabetes, how to embrace body love and style your body as it is right now, no matter what the size, how to create simple routines and habits that support your goals, your unique body and life, and so much more. There's so many things you're going to walk away with. And so that's why I'm so excited and really encourage you to join. So how the summit will go. So for the week of October 18th to the 22nd, you can watch all the talks, if you have the time, for free. And the reason why I do that is because I don't want there initially to be any barrier for you to get that first level of support. And so each talk is roughly 20-25 minutes. There are some that are a little bit longer, but that's okay, right? And it's kind of like a masterclass. Have you ever watched like a masterclass or see someone give a 20-25 minute talk on stage? It's almost basically kind of like a TED Talk, but there's 33 of them. So you're getting a lot of value, and obviously you might not be able to watch all of them, but that's why I'm going to share an opportunity for you to have them lifetime access. But you can pick and choose which talks really stand out to you. Grab each speaker. We'll also offer a free resource. That way you can grab a PDF or something to really expand more, or sometimes it's a challenge or something to expand more on what they're talking about. And you'll also be added from that to their email list, so you can stay up to date with them, learn more about what they offer and so forth. And then also, so you have the talks, you have the resources, there's a Facebook group. My Facebook group, the More Than Your Weight Women's Community, is our Summit Facebook group. And this Facebook group is one of my favorite places to hang out, but it's going to be a transformational space to listen, you listen to the talks, but then come in and share your takeaways. Come in and ask your questions, and then I'll tag the speaker if they don't see it and they can answer, or come in and hear what other people are learning, and maybe someone watched a talk you didn't, and you're like, oh goodness, I got to go watch that one because that really spoke to me. So it is a way to still give that conference-like environment, but virtually, to know that you're not going through it alone, and to meet other people who are maybe on the same journey as you, right? And so you're definitely going to want to join the Facebook group if you're on Facebook, because that is going to be probably one of the best spaces. So for free from the 18th and the 22nd of October, you can watch the talks, grab the resources, and share in the Facebook group. But this is why I think you should buy lifetime access. So I have experienced this going through summits myself, but also with the women who've gone through my last 5 summits. We're busy. We are living lives. It's not like we're taking off the whole entire week to watch all of these talks. But I don't want you to miss out on any of them, because I believe every one of them is worth it. Every one of them is worth actually how much, especially the early bird price, even how much I'm selling all of them for. And I want you to be able to refer to the talks when you need to. I want you to be able to prioritize during the week the ones you really want to watch, but come back to them later. So you have lifetime access when you purchase the summit, but you also have immediate access, meaning you don't have to wait to the 18th to the 22nd to watch the talks, because every day I will release about 5 to 8 talks. So on the 18th and the 19th and the 20th, release certain talks during the live or free summit. But if you buy lifetime access, you can start watching right from the very beginning. Last time I did this, someone purchased the first day we had registration and watched all the talks before the summit so she could just interact with people. If that's you, that's fine, but if you want to just not feel the pressure to spend all your time doing it and you want to refer to him, you can have immediate access and lifetime access. But also those who purchase the summit will get a summit workbook. And this will be available definitely before the summit starts. But the summit workbook is a space for you to write down all your notes, as well as reflection questions that each speaker has designed for you to kind of not just take what you learned, but also see how it applies to your unique life. That process of application is very, very important to help you with implementation. So you get immediate access, lifetime access, and you'll also get the workbook. But come on, I got 3 more bonuses for you. And this is where all of that other stuff is worth a lot. Again, the talks are probably over $1,000 of worth in value. But you'll also get my food journal and habits tracker bundle, which is a food journal, a spreadsheet of a food journal, habits tracker, and a food chart to really help you, again, with all of the stuff you learned, track your food, your mood around your food, how your body feels, so you can know how food uniquely affects you and your mind and your body. Create some habits and track it, and then give yourself some points to reward yourself, whether it's a Starbucks latte or whatever you want to reward yourself with. And then also a food chart, just sharing all the good whole food options you can do as you're mixing and matching meals. And this is one of the tools I love offering my clients and working through with my clients as they start to really implement caring for their mind, body, and soul. You can do all of that with this tracker. So that is free for anyone who wants to purchase the summit. And that is typically $47 because it comes with a food and body reset, 3-day food and body reset to help you actually set up the tracker and all of that. And the early bird price for the summit is $47. So you see, you're getting a lot for $47. So that's 4 things, right? You're getting in a workbook, lifetime access, immediate access, and my food journal and habits tracker bundle. You'll also be getting, this is the first time I'm doing this and I'm so excited, a post-summit group coaching call with me. So anyone who purchases the summit the week after, I will be having a group coaching call on Zoom to help you take the main things you learned from the summit and figure out how you can uniquely implement it. And why I love group coaching calls too is because you're going to get a space to not just learn, not just, work with me, figure out your unique way to apply it, but you're going to hear other people's and you are going to get ideas from them and be able to oh, wow, you're doing that. That's something I can do. And that group coaching call, my gosh, is if you were to pay for a group coaching program, it would be more than $47, right, per call. So again, another great bonus, but here's the kicker. So not only are you going to get immediate access, lifetime access, a workbook, my food journal and habits tracker, a group coaching call with me, you're also going to enter the raffle for giveaways. Each speaker is giving away something. And when you purchase the summit, you will enter the raffle to win them. A lot of them are giving away coaching sessions. Some is giving, one person's giving away a branding photo styling session. There's a self-study courses, there's programs, there's fitness plans, there's essential oils, there's decluttering your mind, there's wellness workshop, there's tons of tools. Again, the whole point of the lifetime access on all 6 of those bonuses is to help you learn but implement. And these giveaways are specifically even the coaching sessions with the speakers or the courses or guidebooks are going to help you do that. And so if you were to purchase each of these separately, the lifetime access, immediate access, the workbook, my food journal and habits tracker bundle, a coaching call with me, and then all of the giveaways that the speaker are doing would be way over $1,000, if not a few thousand. It's probably $5,000 worth of value. And when I say value, I mean not just value you'll get during when you're experiencing those, but value afterwards, the transformation. And you can get all of that for $47. I'm going to take a break so you can hear that in your mind again. $47. When you purchase the summit between the 4th and the 17th, so before it starts, you get it the early bird price of $47. Now, when you purchase during the week of the summit, the week of the 18th, the price goes up to $67. And you still get access to all of those bonuses. But when you purchase when the summit ends, some of those bonuses go away. So you'll only be getting lifetime access, immediate access, and the workbook. My food journal goes away. The post-coaching call goes away. The giveaways go away because those are kind of more timely, right? So that's the importance of, well, if you want to save $20, purchase before the summit starts for $47 or during the summit week of $67, and then after it will be $97. All right. All those prices are a great price for everything. But again, I wanted to make it accessible for you to have access to all of these implementation resources. And even how the prizes you're entering in for a raffle once you purchase it, right? But again, if you join the Facebook group and, my friend Anya's talk goes live and she's giving away like access to one of her reboots or whatever, you could comment on her thing saying like, I'm so excited. I really want to win this. I purchased the summit. I really want to win this, right? And then I'll increase your chances of winning and I'll enter your name in again. So the more you interact in the Facebook group, especially after you've purchased the summit, the more chances you have to win prizes. You'll automatically be entered in by purchasing. You'll have one time your name will be entered in, but the more you comment and interact in the group and say you want certain prizes or share, the more chances that you'll have to win, okay? Whew. So let's summarize, right? So a summit what is a summit? It's a virtual wellness party. Well, it's not a wellness. This one's a wellness party, but it's a virtual online conference where you can learn, meet other people, and really, and it's focused on a particular topic. I host them because of that, and I've seen so many of my audiences and my clients even have transformation from these. What you can expect, it starts October 18th to the 22nd. You can watch it for free, and then you'll get access to the talks during the week only for free, access to the resources, the Facebook group. So that's the beauty of signing up for it. But also, there'll be a prep event. I'll be prepping you the week before to how to get the most out of your experience. But when you purchase the summit, not only are you going to get everything I just mentioned, but you're also going to get lifetime access, immediate access, a workbook, my food journal and habits tracker bundle, a post-summit group coaching call with me, and then you'll enter in to win the prizes that the speakers have, right? All for $47 before the summit, $67 during the week of the summit, and then $97 after. And you won't have all those bonuses though. So have I convinced you yet? I know that's a lot of details, right? You're kind of like, okay, Brie, like that's a lot of details. Like it feels like a lot. That's the beauty of purchasing it. You don't have to consume all of that at one time. But again, if you are approaching 40 or you are 40 plus, if you are really in a season of saying like, I don't want to feel stuck here. I don't want to feel like my healthiest years are behind me or my most vibrant or most happy years. If you want to feel healthy and happier and step into that now, and as you approach those years, then this summit is for you. It is uniquely designed for you. All right. So I want you to go to the show notes and sign up now at least for the free summit. Go sign up and purchase too if you want, because again, it's $47 for all those goodies. You get access to everything, right? But don't delay. And honestly, share this episode with a friend. And I mean this. That way they can understand a little bit about it. Like, oh man, like if you say, hey girl, I'm doing this summit. They're like, what? Share this episode. I can explain it to them, but also share the link for them to sign up. Like don't withhold a good thing to yourself. When I find things I love, I send them to my friends, free and paid things. I'll send them a book. I'll send them a link. And just again, allow this to be an experience, not just for you, but even those you love, some girlfriends, and just really support one another as we support you. All right, so go to the show notes, sign up for the free summit, purchase lifetime access, and I can't wait to support you. And I'm be doing 2 talks. One is the 7 ways to make these next years your healthiest years yet. 7 steps, 7 things that I particularly help clients through and help them have their healthiest years yet. And then I'll also be talking about essential oils and how they can be used for hormone health and perimenopause and menopause. So really excited about those. But again, there's 31 other amazing talks. So you're going to want to join. All right. I will talk to you later. And actually upcoming for the rest of the month on the podcast are actually 3 speakers who are in the podcast. So actually Maria Swan, who was on last week, she's actually in the summit as well. But we have 3 other speakers who are in the summit who are going to come on the podcast to talk a little bit about what they're talking about in the summit and just the work they do. So you're going to want to listen to that and get a sneak peek as well. All right. I'll talk to you later and see you in the summit. Sweet friend, are you convinced yet to sign up and join the summit and also purchase it? If not, I hope that episode just convinced you, because my goodness, this is something that when I am 40, which I'm only 32 now, but again, I work with a lot of women 40 plus. As I approach that, I am so excited to go back to this 8 years from now. And I just think that the things that this summit is going to bring, again, if you're like nearly those in your 40s or 40s and above, is really just going to bless your life. It's going to really help you know that you're not alone if you're struggling with certain health things, to know that you can have the support you need and to learn new things to have your healthiest years yet. So if you haven't yet, please go sign up for the free summit. You can watch during the week of the summit. You can download some free resources and get support in the Facebook group. But remember, if you choose to invest in lifetime access, not only are you investing in us and the speakers and all that, you're investing in yourself, because you're going to get a workbook, immediate access, lifetime access. You're going to get my food journal and habits tracker bundle with a 3-day body reset, food and body reset. You're going to get a post-summit group coaching call with me, and you're going to hopefully win a prize from one of the amazing speakers and enter the raffle. Okay. So all of that implementation support, right? So the summit's going to teach you a lot, but all of those stuff when you purchase is going to help you implement. So go and purchase while early bird is $47 from now the 4th until the 17th. From the 18th to the 24th, you can get it for $67. And then afterwards, you're going to not have access to some of the giveaways and bonuses, but you can still grab it for $97. But why wait? So grab the lifetime access and get all of those bonuses. And remember, don't just keep this good gift to yourself. Share the link so other women can join. We want other women registering so they get the emails to them to, don't share your login link so they can get all things delivered to them, but also share so that you can go along the journey with some good friends. All right. So I hope you are feeling just seen and supported if this is you and you're approaching 40s or above. And just know that I hear you, and I can't wait to support you in this summit. All right, talk to you soon. That's a wrap. That's another episode of the More Than Your Weight podcast. I hope you're leaving encouraged and inspired and empowered to go out there and know that your health and your worth is so much more than your weight. So before you go, again, do a couple things. Make sure you join my Facebook group, the More Than Your Weight Women's Community, where there are daily posts, weekly trainings, and just a lot of support to unpack these episodes, as well as get support in your More Than Your Weight journey. Make sure you also follow me on Instagram, where I show my behind the scenes of my own health, but also just how I care for others along the way. And then make sure you subscribe and rate and review this podcast, because more women will see that, but also you'll get new episodes every single week. All right. I'll see you on the next episode and can't wait to support you more.